Wildman here. I want to talk to you about one thing, and that is oil injection on the betas. I think it's controversial. I think there's a lot of people that hate it. I think there's more people that like it, and there's more people that use it. And my opinion going forward to people that are wondering this is just use it. I think it works good. If you're in there putting zip ties on everything, and if you're in there checking it after every ride, and when you clean it, take the air filter out and take a look at it, make sure that everything's good to go, nothing's come off, I think you should just use it. But Wildman is a little bit of a worry wart, and I've thought long and hard, and for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and not use it. So I had 4 options. Number 1, oil injection. So here is your oil reservoir. The oil injection pump stick is here with this connector. It goes up, blah, 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 and then to right there. So, like I said, I did disable mine, and I did that because for now, I just want to ride, so I'm just gonna mix. Down the road, we'll talk about putting it back in, that kind of stuff, but for now, I took it off. So I did take the pump out. I took the pump out, and the reason I did that is because just to kind of get it out of the way, make sure it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. It's in a nice bag. And then here, I carefully took off the tube on the top, and be very careful because you can't just pull it or that whole thing will come out. So I took about 10 minutes, and then I got that capped off. So that's it. Oil injection disabled. But you should use it. I disabled it. Option number 2 is to use a syringe. So you're at the gas station, and you got some gas, and you need to put oil in. So option number 2 is to use a syringe. And I tried that, and it was terrible. And the reason is because, okay, so I got this syringe, the Miximizer, and it goes in here. But it needs a tube. Oh, yeah. It needs a tube because it doesn't reach down all the way. So you put the tube in. Oh my goodness. Holy. So you put the tube in, you attach the Miximizer to the end, and you start sucking. Well, first you gotta suck all the oil up into the tube. Well, you're already at the end of the pump range, so you have to push it back in. Oh man. My first try was terrible, and oil got everywhere, and I hated it. I literally hated it right then. So I said, okay, I'm not using a tube and a Miximizer and taking the tube off and blah, blah, blah. So, option number 3. Hey, let's attach a hose to the bottom to a valve, and then when you're at the gas station, just open the valve into a measuring container, measure out 200 milliliters, and throw it in the tank. So, I have that set up. So check this out. So I got this tube, and there's a valve. Right now the valve's not leaking, but we'll keep an eye on that. The little cap. So you can put your measuring container here, open the valve, and oil comes out. And it does come out very slowly, terribly slowly. I don't have the patience for that. It's probably like a minute for 10 milliliters. That's not gonna work. So option 4, hey, just use a bottle, like a 200 milliliter oil bottle, and put it in the airbox. You know what? I think that's the less messiest option. But the problem is that every ride I just got to make sure that the bottle is in there. And if I go on 2 rides, well, then I got to use the bottle, like 2 tanks of gas. I got to use the bottle for the first tank, and then use the bottle for, well, I don't have any more because I already used it if I need more gas, so I'm going to have to carry 2 bottles, or one of my, you know what, I just bottle schmottle. I just don't want to deal with that. But I still might. That might be the option. But then today I got thinking, hold on a second here. Why don't I kind of combine options 2 and 3? And I did that, and I like it, and I think it's awesome. So this is what it is. Here's the air box. I have removed the oil injection pump. Very simple, just 2 small bolts. But then I connected 5/16 tube right to the bottom of the reservoir, and then it goes down, up, all in here, up, and it turns out right to a nice little valve right here. So this line is all full of oil because it's gravity fed, so it's going to remain completely full of oil. And then when I need some oil at a gas station, all you do is remove the cap from here, remove the cap from here, put this on here, open the valve, and there you go. 60 milliliters of oil, exactly. So I've done that, and it does work pretty good. There's really no mess. I just gotta find a spot for the mixamizer. That might go in the air box, maybe put it in a bag so it doesn't get dirty, but as long as that valve doesn't leak, and that's that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So I got like 500 milliliters of oil in the reservoir on the bike, so that's 2 rides, or 3 rides even, and then use the mixamizer to inject it, syringe it out and inject it in. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's my oil injection story. Oh, hey, did I mention for anybody that's wondering if they should do the same, that they should just use the oil injection? I mean, Beta hasn't changed it in 2020, so obviously I think they're pretty confident. Now, if they went and changed it in 19 or 20, then maybe the previous people should be careful. But when they don't change something, it's probably because they're pretty confident that it's working for majority of the people. But anyways, I should listen to my own advice. I just didn't want to, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Well, man.